Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole and welcome to my premiere of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks to everyone sending their questions, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this enough that I can continue to put these videos together for you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to be youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. It's pretty simple. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter and tweet me at Samuel O'Toole XXX. So let's take a look at the first question. So, Gleek for Forever 20 asked, who do you want to work with that you haven't yet? Well, there's definitely a few good-looking guys out there. Definitely have to say personality-wise, though, he's a good friend of mine, Steven from Big Brother, Mr. Steven Daigle. So hopefully someday him and I will do a scene soon. Jack Manley asks, what is your favorite type of scene? They're all so good. They're all so much fun. I definitely know my least favorite to do is probably a solo, just because I'm not with another person. So basically, if there's another person in the video, it's one of my favorites. What is your favorite type of food? That's a tough one. It changes a lot. My most favorite though is pho, spelled P-H-O. It's a not Japanese, a Vietnamese soup. Pretty amazing. If you can find it, try it. I guarantee you'll like it. Celtic Meat asks, what is your favorite gym workout? Well, those kind of switch up, but I would definitely have to say one of my favorites to do is chest. What is the most times you have talked in one day? Like separate instances or people? Because it's been like 6 people in one day and probably 3 times in one day. Well, 3 sessions, 6 people. This is an anonymous question. When was the first time you fooled around with a guy? Probably about 2 years ago, so I was about 21, 22. Black Sheep 1892 asks, would you date a fan? I guess technically anyone who's interested in dating me would have to be a fan. I mean, you have to like what I do if you're going to be dating me. Ninja Adobo asked, if you could have a sidekick, who would it be and why? Superman. I know he's kind of the leading role guy, but you said anybody. So definitely Superman. I mean, come on, he's the best sidekick you could ever ask for. Vaniel SF asked, is there one trait about a person that could tempt you into wanting to date someone again? I guess I would have to be honesty. If I can really trust that person, then if they're able to work on the other things, then yeah, I guess there's a possibility. Anonymous asked, how often do you jerk off? Really, it varies. I'm just like anybody else in my private life. If I'm super stressed out and I'm super busy, the last thing on my mind, unfortunately, is jerking off. But when I'm super horny, it can be a day like yesterday where I literally jerked off like 3 or 4 times. Awesome. I'm Just Curious X asked, what are some good rimming techniques? Well, those are always fun. If they're not really into it and they haven't really tried it before, then they most likely haven't cleaned out, so I wouldn't suggest just going and thrusting your tongue in there. Not a good idea. So just kind of lick around, have some fun, be gentle with it. It's a kind of a special spot for everybody, so don't just go shoving fingers and tongues in there without asking someone first. So be nice, be gentle, and be respectful. Joel Cahote asked, what is your favorite type of underwear to wear? Brands, it would have to be probably Giorgio Armani. And I definitely like trunks better than anything else, but that's always if I'm going to be wearing underwear. He also asked, do you like to dance at all? When I'm really, really drunk, that's really about it. I'm pretty self-conscious about my dancing, so I'd really rather not. Steven Daigle, Steven from BB10, asked, when are you going to let Steven Daigle top you? Jack Manley also asks, if you were to bottom at some point, Who would be your fantasy top? Like, fantasy top? Am I taking this dick like a champ? I mean, it'd have to be a big dick. We'll have to get back to that one. Robert Traglin asks, have you ever farted while performing? In between takes, definitely yes. I have had someone fart on me while we were filming, and you just gotta kind of grin and bear it, and keep moving enough so that the air currents kind of move it away, and you know, hot air rises and all that stuff, so it goes away pretty quick. So, you know. Jack Manley asks, aside from the obvious, what do you think is your best feature? I assume you're referring to my penis, so I don't know. That was my choice. Anonymous asks, what type of guys do you find yourself most attracted to? I don't think that. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I have my favorites out of each different style of guys. So, I mean, whether you're kind of on the twinkie side, or more on the jock side, or more on the hairy side, you know, some of us just get lucky. Tiggy Bubba asked, do you have an artistic side? I guess I would have to say yes. I don't really have the greatest hand-eye coordination, and I don't really have the best ear for tones and stuff like that. But I definitely appreciate the arts. So yeah, I think I have an artistic side. I don't think I'm the best at it though. 18 inches of thick black cock asked, what's up with all the bright clothes and shoelaces, yo? I got style, yo. I don't know, I like to have fun with them, keep things interesting. You know, I don't know, it's porn. You don't just grab Joe Schmo off the street and put him in front of a camera. You grab someone a little eccentric who's going to brighten things up and have some fun. And I guess that's what I am. So those are all the questions that we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, at Samuel O'Toole XXX. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the second episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Hope everyone enjoyed the pilot episode. I've been getting lots of great responses. Thanks to everyone that's been sending in their questions. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, follow me on Twitter and tweet me at Samuel O'Toole XXX. So let's take a look at the first question. Let There Be said, do fluffers really exist on set? Hi, Angel. Oh, well, Angel's not the fluffer. Angel is Let There Be. But no, there's no fluffers in porn. I don't know if there really ever was. But I mean, I guess technically the fluffer should be your scene partner, right? Having sex anyways. Donnie Styles asked, you said if you were to bottom, it would be a big cock. Would you like that to be Girth Brooks? I don't know if I want it that big. Hellbore75 asks, do you think your technique is improving all the time, or do you think you know pretty much how to satisfy a guy? I definitely think someone always has something to learn, and everybody's going to be different in the bedroom. So, yeah, I definitely think that sex is a continuous learning experience. And I want to learn as much as I can. Break14 asked, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Not half the shit they do in those commercials, that's for sure. I don't know. Vina Love asks, do you have foreskin? No, sadly enough, that was taken from me when I was a child. Anyways, Morgan Katz asked, "What is your favorite song and why?" I would have to say it's "Drifting" by Andy McKee. It's ANDYMCKEE. And he's an acoustic guitarist, and he is amazing. If you get the chance, YouTube him. He's got some really good songs. Really gets you kind of in a focused, mellow state of mind. Joel asks, "What is your favorite type of music to work out to?" I would definitely have to say something electronic, high tempo. And if you think that's lame, then you should probably talk to Vanderlei Silva, who's a Pride fighter and a UFC fighter, and is a monster of a man and ginormously huge. And Ronnie Coleman, who's a professional bodybuilder. Watch his workout videos. That guy's blasting all kinds of. That guy's also kind of weird. So, but yeah, it's good music. It's high energy. Keeps you going. Phoenix Monroe asks, "What are your interests that fascinate you?" If it's got gears and it runs on gasoline, I'm pretty much going to be into it. I love cars, motorcycles, the arts, I like doing metal work. Yeah, I like working with my hands, so if I can be active doing it, then I'm going to enjoy it. Agitator GOB asked, "Is it better to be a director or an actor?" You know, I'm not too sure which one, because as an actor you get to be in the action and you get to actually participate, whereas as a director it's more of what you want to see, so it's more of the voyeuristic aspect instead of being an exhibitionist. I don't know, I guess it just depends on how you're feeling that day. Chrism799 asked, "What do you think about the Israel-Palestine conflict?" That's kind of an intense question for this. Can't we just all get along? I guess that's the simple, easy question or response to that. Joel asks, "Does it matter to you that a male scene partner has body hair or not?" Not really. You know, people can pull it off. Plus, you know, it adds a variety to my site, so I enjoy it. Rob Romani asks, "Do you like to bake?" I don't know if I would say that baking is my favorite form of cooking per se. But yeah, sure, I like to bake. Alexa Alden asked, "Your body is amazing." Okay, well, first off, that's a statement, not a question. How often do you work out? Well, thank you. Probably I'll probably work out for 6 days straight and take a day off and then work out another 6 days straight. But yeah, pretty intense schedule. Johnny Styles asks, "Would you ever consider dating a guy and living with him for the rest of your life?" You know, I'm not even sure if I would be able to answer that question if it was asking if I would date a girl and live with a girl for the rest of my life. You know, I think that, I don't know, the whole marriage institution and having a single partner for the rest of your life, I don't know, it's one way of looking at things and looking at life, but I'm still young, I still have time to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life and whether I want to live with someone for the rest of my life. So yeah, I don't know, it's a tough question though. MStone20 asks, "How can I get an audition?" Well, actually, you can apply to adultmodelsusa.com. It's the talent agency that Next Door Studios uses. So if you apply there, and yeah, that'd be the best place to try and get a scene with me or any other guys at Next Door Studios. Alexa Alden also asks, "What made you decide that you wanted to be in the porn industry?" I never really went out saying I want to be a porn star. The opportunity just kind of fell into my lap, and I figured there would be something fun. And I mean, who doesn't dream of being a porn star at one point in their life? Maybe I'm one of the only people that really does. But yeah, it was more of an opportunity than something that I went out and went looking for. Great fan of mine, 18 inches of thick black cock, asked, how many black guys could I fit inside you? I don't know, that's such a vague and open question. I mean, are you talking about, like, am I getting double teamed by a bunch of black dudes, like gang raped or something? Or are you planning on wearing me like Buffalo Bill style? Or are we going cannibalism and eating people? I don't get it. Yeah. Damien Does asked, before starring in adult films, were you attracted to both men and women? Yes, definitely. Phoenix Monroe also asks, what is your scene checklist of things to do before every scene? First one, shower. Always shower like within 20 to 30 minutes of doing the scene. Make sure I'm all cleaned up, shaved, lotion up, scope mouthwash, do the hair. We do makeup at Next Door Studio, so you go and get your makeup done. Yeah, just make sure you look fresh and clean. Demon Rollins asked, who has been your favorite bottom to fuck? I would definitely I would have to say that is my good friend, Mr. Marcus Mojo. Not only is he a good friend of mine, but he is pretty good to fuck. Yeah, he takes it like a champ. So those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to my third episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks to everyone for all the great questions, and please let me know what you think of the new series. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, follow me on Twitter and tweet me at Samuel O'Toole XXX. So let's take a look at the first question. Joel asks, what's your opinion on twinks? Well, I mean, like physically or personality-wise? Because I find that, I think this would be a stereotypical and judgmental comment to make without the, I find that often, keyword often, twinks can be a little difficult to handle. The ones that I get to meet are generally the 18-year-olds. And it's like, I don't know, getting a 12-year-old cracked out on candy and telling them to have sex. It's a little intense sometimes. But no, generally they're pretty cool guys. Body type wise, sometimes not. But they're definitely very cute in the face though. So, Jack Manley asks, where's your dream vacation? A deserted island. I don't know, I imagine that on your dream vacation you'd want to be secluded and away from people, since that's kind of what stresses you out in life, is interactions with other people and life in general, so why not try and get as far away from it as you can? Yeah, secluded and abandoned private island. At Husky Will asks, what would you do if you were a giant? I'd cry, because I'd be the only person my size, and obviously no one to have sex with. Donnie Styles asks, would you ever date a guy that would have done a scene with, would you ever date a guy that you have done a scene with, and who would it be? Probably not. I don't think porn's the best way to start a relationship. That's just me. Don't really see those relationships do so well when they start with porn.
Other people start their relationship before they both start porn. And yeah, and I think there's potential for that. Joel asks, what's the kinkiest thing you've done? Is there something kinky you want to do someday? I think the kinkiest thing I've done, to layman's terms, is have sex with another man. But I mean, that's not really that kinky when you think about it. I mean, not anymore. I don't know. I think that's a what's it called? Objective or subjective? Can't remember which one. Way of looking at things. It's like saying, you know, what's normal? You know, can't really define that. Jack Manley asks, if you didn't live in Northern California, where would you live? Alaska? I don't know. I watched Sarah Palin's Alaska, and I mean, I didn't really like the show too much, but I definitely liked the vibe that Alaska put off. And I really like nature, and it's like the bigger, badder Northern California, minus all the awesome medical rights we get here in California. All My Gay Porn asks, do you ever make videos of yourself during your normal day activities? And if so, where can I see them? I do. I try and do a mix between some videos of me naked that I've taken myself and some normal everyday activity videos. You can check those out on the Next Door Studios blog. It's nextdoorstudios.com. Yeah, so go there and check them out. It's the behind the scenes videos. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Donnie Styles asks, does your family know that you do gay porn? Fortunately enough, the majority of my family does not know. My cousin found out when I believe he probably ran across my porn and was like, oh, dude. Oh God, that's my cousin. Oh. So I can't imagine that was a great moment for him. And then my brother also did porn. He only did one scene. He still to this day hasn't told me where it is or how I can find it, because people have asked me for it. So sorry. Joel asks, how are you enjoying college and taking classes during your busy schedule? At this moment, I'm actually not taking any classes while I'm working. I took the semester off, but I'll be starting up again, and I like being able to go to school and film porn, because filming, you know, I get a lot of free time. So what do I do with my free time? I play video games and I go to the gym. So to make me feel a little more useful and like actually, you know, do something with my life, I like to be able to go to school and work towards my second college degree. So I enjoy it. Kid Fluffy asks, do you have any tips on how to get into porn? Be nice, smile a lot. 99% of what's going to get you the job after the first time is your personality, how well you worked with everyone else, be it your fellow scene partners, the production staff, you know, bring a good personality, a good outlook, and a good work ethic, because it really is technically a job, although it is probably one of the best jobs you could ever have. Louise Sergio asked, when will be the next Ask Samuel O'Toole? Today, man. Today. Well, actually, you can send me questions just about any time you want. We film them the days of my cam shows, which are Tuesdays. So if you send your questions in on a Tuesday, it's going to be the best time for it to be seen, and it'll definitely make it on the show. Well, depends on what you ask. Donnie Styles asks, would you ever date a hairy guy? I guess. Sure, why not? I mean, you're only hairy until you shave, right? Game face. Okay. Joel asks, what genre of movies are your favorite to watch? See, that's a tough one. Favorite to watch, I would have to say comedies. But I mean, when you think about it, your favorite to watch, could you watch comedies for the rest of your life? I don't know, maybe. I mean, can humor get old? So, I mean, I don't know. But I definitely would have to say that I really enjoy watching comedies. Don't know if I could watch them the only thing for the rest of my life. Don't know if it's that kind of favorite. Jack Manley asks, if stranded on a desert isle with only one food every day, what would it be? Is this my vacation island? One food every day, what would it be? So I'm assuming this is a magical island and gives me whatever I want, because I'm pretty sure the only thing that, if you're lucky enough, grows on an island are coconuts. I don't know, that might be a pretty ignorant statement. But anyways, so there's this magic box on the island that gives me whatever I want to eat. Only one thing though? Okay. Spaghetti? Come on, got your carbs, got your meat, your proteins, some vegetables in there. It's a well-rounded meal. Chris M799 asked, do you think a gay for pay performer has a responsibility to portray gay sex in all its forms? No, absolutely not. Whether you are gay for pay or you're full-blown cocksucker gay, it's up to you what you want to do on film in front of a camera. If, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, it's a difficult question. You know, whether you're gay or straight, not every gay guy likes to suck a dick, and not every gay guy likes to get fucked. Not every gay guy likes to bottom, and not every straight guy wants to get, you know, plowed, and not every straight guy wants to suck a dick. So, you know, it's personal preference. You have things that you like to do and that you want to do and that you're willing to do with other people. Performers should have the same rights. Joel asks, how often do you watch porn? Usually watch porn when I'm jerking off. What kind of porn? It really depends on what catches me on the little genre scroll bar. Jack Manley asks, what video game character would you like to be? Kirby. If I can fit anything in my mouth. Joel asks, how important is kissing to you in a scene? I wouldn't say that it's the most important thing, but I definitely prefer it over a lot of other things. You know, I've had scene partners where, or I've been scheduled to do a scene with someone, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, no, this isn't happening. It's not happening. I'm not doing the scene with them. I'm like, well, why not? Okay, well, we're both tops. Yeah, he doesn't kiss. Oh, and he doesn't suck dick. Oh. So, yeah, new scene partner. Thank you. It can be important, but it's more of a multitude of things together. It's a nice perk. So those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 4th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. A special thank you again to everyone for your questions, and don't forget to let me know what you think of the series. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the next show, follow me on Twitter and tweet your questions to @SamuelO'Toole XXX, or you can email them to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So let's take a look at today's first question. @Rewriter asks, did you play any sports in high school or college? I did play sports in high school. I actually wrestled. I was a wrestler. I loved it a lot. I was one of those 365 days a year wrestlers, where even in the off season during the summer, you know, you go to school and wrestling my butt off. And No, I never got any hard-ons while wrestling. That is usually the next question after people find out I was wrestling. At HSA95632 asks, who is your favorite male porn star and have you ever done a scene with him? No. It's Matthew Rush. I think he's an awesome guy. He's pretty cool. I got to meet him one time, and you know, he's very successful inside and outside of porn. So you know, just looking at someone who's been in the industry before and kind of forged their way through it, you know, I figure he's a good person to look to and kind of almost be inspired by. At Let There Be asks, do you think it's youth that sells porn, not nostalgia, as in classic over a newbie? You know, that's a tough question. I think people are always going to have their favorites, but you know, you can't really say that someone's not going to do something just a little bit more for you than the previous person. So I definitely think that it can go either way. At Caesar Orton asks, have you ever been to Mexico? If so, how did you like it? Unfortunately, I've never been to Mexico. It's on the to-do list, but we'll see when that happens. At AA Gold 76 asks, do you sing? In the shower, when no one's listening, when I'm in my car with the windows up and the music blaring. I don't think I'm that great of a singer. People tell me I have a radio voice, but I think it ends there. At All My Gay Porn asks, can you sing us a song, please? I think that would be the end of Ask Samuel O'Toole if I did a song. you guys would be horrified, and yeah, let's not do that. At LuckyLou613 asks, what would it be like to have your own flesh jack made of you? I think it would be awesome. I actually just did a blog post on it. You can check out my blog, blog.samuelotoole.com. The flesh jack, I think it'd be cool, but I'm definitely looking forward to more of a dildo being made of my penis. You know, I think it'd be fun. At Donnie Styles asks, where can I get a Samuel O'Toole shirt? Well, in the very near future, we should be having some Next Story Entertainment merchandise coming out. It's all in the process of being designed. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are as well. At Kirsty Loves Max asks, how big is your dick? I don't know. Big, I guess. It's, you know, a little bit thicker than a Red Bull can, a little bit longer than one too. There's a photo that floats around of me holding a medium Starbucks cup next to my erection, and you know, if you're looking for an object of reference, go ahead and check it out. At Robert Traglin asks, do you ever go outside of Northern California and get noticed for being a gay porn star? Yes and no. I think I have kind of an unfair advantage because people get a heads up of when I'm coming when I do appearances. So when I do appearances places, I definitely get noticed. But when I'm just kind of out and about on my own, it doesn't really seem to happen. So, yes and no. At Healy9Healy asks, when you retire from your porn career, what kind of work would you like to do? I'd like to stay in the porn industry, whether I'm in front of the camera or not. I really like the industry. I think it's a lot of fun. I enjoy being around the people. They're all, you know, pretty relaxed, and for most of them, very professional. So, I don't know. I fit in, I enjoy it, so why leave? At Truliaka asks, which do you like more, a man with a big dick or a nice ass? Dilemmas. I would definitely have to say ass because I'm more of a top. So, you know. At Pocket Crack asked,
Are you picky on what your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash anyone does for a living? Whether I wanted to be or not, I don't think I could. Just for the plain and simple fact that I do porn. I can't really judge someone or expect them to do anything else than what they want to do, because that's what I'm doing right now. So for me to tell someone else that they can't have that job because I don't think it's right, yeah, not my style. At Kirsty Loves Max asks, what is your favorite song? My favorite one at the moment is Mon Meilleur Ami. I'm pretty sure I butchered the shit out of that. It's French. It's by an artist called Yelle, Y-E-L-L-E. It's kind of like an electro pop. Check it out. You might like it. At I Love Gay Porn 32 asks, would you ever make a movie with a she-male? I don't know. I've never thought about it. At Pop Opinion asks, have you ever been a bottom and will you ever bottom? I've never been a bottom on film. Not planning to at the moment, but never say never, so, you know, might pop up someday. At Louise Sergio asks, what is your favorite scary movie? Like corny scary movies? I would definitely have to say The Shining. I saw it when I was like 14, and it scared the living shit out of me. I actually read the book after the movie, and the book was even scarier than the movie. Yeah, so definitely The Shining. At 18 inches of thick black cock asks, sorry I missed last week, but who would win in the raping contest? You or Kobe Bryant? You know, I enjoy more consent, so I definitely would have to say Mr. Kobe Bryant. Yeah. At Pocket Crass asks, since you considered having a relationship with another man, are you okay marrying him when the time is right? And would you have kids with him? Marriage in itself is a tough thing. Just considering marriage with anybody, whether it be a man or a woman, you know, it's a tough thing. My parents got a divorce when I was young. My dad's been through a couple divorces. A lot of my friends, their parents have been through divorces. A lot of my friends have gone through divorces. So I don't really look too highly upon the institution of marriage. I think that's the easiest way to put it. At Purple Rain asks, what does it sound like when doves cry? Some really sad song. I don't know. Like baby seals being clubbed. That's what it sounds like. So those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to episode 5 of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks again to everyone for all the support, and if you would like to submit a question, you can send it to me via Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or email me the question to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. Make sure you subscribe to the Ask Samuel O'Toole YouTube page at youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. Today I have a very special guest. Please welcome my good friend, Mr. Johnny Toole.
How you doing?
So here we go with the first question. Are you ready?
Question 1, yes.
All right.
At dflighty69 asks, have you ever masturbated with a pool jet? I think this applies to both of us. I have tried to, but if you've ever looked at the jets on those pools, they're only like that big round.
Yeah.
So, and my dick didn't fit.
Same here.
So it was a disappointing
But
experience.
at least we attempted it.
Right?
Yeah.
With the vacuum? Yeah. At Joel200966 asks, have you always wanted to be a porn star, and what made you decide to do it?
What about you? I actually have wanted to do porn since I was like maybe 12, but I never thought I would do it. I was always like, there's no way I'm going to get into something like that, and then I ended up getting into it.
I've
There
always
it is.
thought it would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, never really kind of thought, hey, I'm going to go out and actually try and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just fell into my lap, so
That's what happened with me.
work. At Flan69 asks, have you ever swallowed cum? Do you like when people swallow yours? I have swallowed cum before. It was my own. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah. We'll keep it simple and PG. We're not very PG. We have 18 inches of thick black cock asking, hey, yo, Sammy, you like movies about men spending time in prison together? Can't say it's anything that I've ever really been interested in, seeing as I don't really want to go to jail, because I don't necessarily see that being fun. Consenting sex. So that's almost like asking me if I like rape videos. And, no. Not really. At AR Ocean Soul asks, is O'Toole your real last name or is it your stage name? O'Toole is definitely my real last name. At Diddy1223 asks, are your armpits hairy? Could you show them to the viewers? And do you find the pits of other men attractive? My armpits are hairy. There's it right there.
Show that off over here.
Armpits are my favorite. I mean, they're not bad, I guess. Some people, it always depends on what you eat. Same with like your cum. You know, you go eating a bunch of onions and garlic. I wouldn't go swallowing that cum, and I wouldn't go sniffing that armpit. At Neil
Neelan, Johnny, Janie.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that. Is it possible to enhance my penis size? From what I've heard, no. I've definitely also seen all kinds of crazy shit that people have done to their penis to try and make it bigger.
Surgically, you can do it, I think.
I have
But
a rule about my penis.
I wouldn't do it.
No sharp shit in
Yeah.
my dick. So that kind of violates the rule. And I'm fine with my penis. So, I don't know. It's whatever you're willing to risk, I guess. At Mike asks, what is the hardest thing you have ever told someone? Did you cry? Nothing really comes to mind because luckily enough I don't think I've ever had to tell someone really something that bad, and I'm definitely not looking forward to the day that I do have to.
I'm gonna think of that question.
Right.
When that day comes.
It's gonna be shitty. At Merle Merlot, what is the one comment you remember the most that was told to you by someone after they saw you naked for the first time? It wasn't a comment. It wasn't any kind of verbal comment. It was behind them, and I was spooning them, and I got a hard on, and I stuck my dick between their legs, and they just kind of reached back, grabbed it, and I just see them turn around and look at me, and big ass eyes and big ass smile on their face, and that was the moment. At Samsonite F asks, have you dated an Asian?
Love Asians.
Unfortunately, I haven't dated an Asian. I do find Asians attractive. So yeah, I'm open to it. At Jack Manley asks, if you win the Flesh Jack contest, will you use the Samuel O'Toole tools on yourself in a live show or video? I would have to say yes. I'm not sure which one though. Bert and Ernie asks, hello Samuel, we're looking for a third roommate. Any interest? Oddly enough, I know you guys are gay, so possibly.
If it was a real Bert and Ernie.
At American Jim asks, do you like to kiss guys, and do you have any tips for bad kissers to improve their technique? I like to kiss everybody. Kissing is my favorite thing to do. The only kind of real bad kissing I've ever really, you have to enjoy it. You kind of have to match the pace of the other person. And, calm down. Just,
Don't go
enjoy
crazy.
yourself. Don't go crazy. Don't
Shoving your tongue all in there.
Don't try and eat my face.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be like fucking, what is it? Aliens?
Yeah.
Are you gonna start shoving shit down my throat and clasping onto my face? No, not cool. No. Anyways, at ShowPigs15 asks, have you ever used Under Armour, and what are your thoughts about it? What do you think about it?
I use it when I work out. Like half the days that I work out. So I like it.
When I wear, athletic shorts to like contain the junk, called the man's sports bra, where junk. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I enjoy them. I like them because they breathe. Get a nice breeze going on in there. At DCLV asks, what do you think is your most attractive quality / feature? My dick, boyish humor, and witty smile. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, my dick. At Donnie Styles asks, have you ever been in a long distance relationship with a guy or a girl? No, I don't really think that long distance relationships have a very good chance of surviving.
I've been in one.
You have a hard enough time, and most people have a hard enough time dealing with a regular relationship where you're living in the same town with a person, much less the same apartment. I can only imagine the problems that are going to happen, in a long distance relationship. They're going to be different problems, but still problems. I don't know. I guess that part depends on the person. At DWW1985 asks, what would you do on a perfect date with another guy? Go on long walks on short beaches, twilight or dusk, or I don't know, whichever one that is. I don't know, have fun, show me that you're an average person, that you've got some confidence, you're not gonna strangle me and kill me or rape me, and normally that's a good first date. Yeah. At Crocodile Hunter asks, my dick is like a tiger. What animal is your penis like? My power animal for my penis. First thing that comes to thought is a penguin because of Fight Club. But I have to go with something better. What is it? A silverback gorilla? Isn't that like the most badass animal in the world? Biggest one? Grab your tiger and fucking King Kong that shit. So yeah, it'd be a gorilla. You?
A lion, maybe. I don't know. A female tiger.
A female. Don't you want a female lion? Since technically those are. I don't know.
I like the tiger.
All right.
I'll take the male.
At Tom Bowleen asks, when do we find out who won the Flesh Jack contest? Believe me, I want to know too. At Joel Z. Cahote asks, although not a bottom, do you still like having your ass played with or teased? It really depends. I have to be in the mood. Unfortunately for me, I'm one of those people where you go mess around with my ass and I can't focus on my penis, and that shit will like suck away and so I figured, I got a nice penis, why not keep it as big as I can while I'm having fun, while I'm having sex. So that's my view on it. What about you?
Do I like having my ass played with? Sometimes.
But
Depends on the situation. Having my ass eaten is always pretty fun. I like that. So like a finger? Probably not.
At N-N3 asks, how many times have you been checked for STDs? Probably more times than I can count on my hands or toes. Not because of an oh shit situation, but because I should be going into that and my sexual partner should be going into the situation both knowing what the other person's sexual status is and what my status is. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, so to know. At Robert Tragman asks, how old were you when you lost your virginity to a girl and to a guy?
16 to a girl and 20 to a guy.
Yeah. I think I was 17 for a girl and I was 21 for a guy. At Nude Gingrich asks, the gross domestic product dropped by 3% last quarter, but foreign commodities showed a steady increase. If this trend continues, would you dock an older man? Yes.
Talking about docking?
Yeah.
Where,
You know what that is?
where you put your dick in the foreskin?
Yeah. I don't have a foreskin, so I mean, I
don't
can
have
consider it
foreskin
feel cool. At Nude Gingrich asks if he's shaving. Possibly. Yeah. I don't know how. Sure? At J-Lo asks, do you like a Brazilian wax on a man, or how do you like your manscape? That sounds good. I'll have one of those. Not for me personally, but, well, not on me personally. I can't imagine how that would. That wouldn't feel good. But if I'm going to be rimming someone or, really going to town on them, I would prefer that, things are trimmed up. I don't like to go flossing when I go, down on someone. That's all the questions for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Samuel Toole, and this is my buddy, Johnny Torque. You can check him out on Next Door Buddies. You can check me out on SamuelO'Toole.com, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 6th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Very special thank you again to everyone for your questions, and if your questions haven't made it on the show yet, I'll try to get to them very soon. Some of them just aren't quite appropriate sometimes. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole, and you can submit your questions for me to answer, or tweet me your questions to @SamuelO'TooleXXX, or email them to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So let's take a look at the first question. At Gabe Johnson 1249 asks, have you ever dated a guy? No, I've been single for quite a long time. I think I'm going on like 4 or 5 years now. I just really have no interest in dating someone.
especially at this point in my life, while I'm doing porn. All I really see it doing is kind of instigating some drama in my life that I don't necessarily need to deal with. So I'd rather keep it simple and focus on my work. I don't think you guys mind that too much, right? At StubBP123 asks, I'm super tight. When I bottom, either me or the other guy ends up getting frustrated because it just won't work. Do you have any tips for me or a partner that might help ease the situation? Warm up. You gotta like build up to it sometimes. Definitely with me, when I have to do a scene with someone, and even in my personal life, I like to get them to kind of start out with like a smaller dildo and then move up to a bigger one, because then that way it kind of, you know, slowly get relaxed with it in stages. You know, it's sometimes penises are big and bigger than people's butts can handle. So be gentle with it. Lots of lube. Anal sex without lube is, I mean, that's just barbaric. Really. At Rector asks, I love your body. Can you take your shirt off? Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little chubby right now. At JeffTheStud777 asks, who would you say is your most favorite porn star that you've got to work with? I say this a lot. It would definitely have to be my buddy Marcus Mojo. Not only is he a good friend of mine, but he's a really good performer, and he's a really cool guy, and it's really easy to work with him, to connect with him, and you know, make a great scene. At ShowPigs15 asks, what would you say to someone wanting to get into the porn industry? Be very sure that it's something that you want to do. Me, personally, I really enjoy it. But then again, I'm also kind of a big pervert, and I really like sex. So I think it's a good fit for me. For you, though, not having met you, be sure that's something that you want to do. I mean, there's a lot of drama that kind of comes with it, unfortunately. At Kevini631 asks, do you ever see yourself as a role model for other guys? I never really thought of it that way. I mean, I guess so. I mean, I guess I just want people to have it better than everyone else has, in being respected for your sexual preferences and choices. It hasn't always been this easy, and even now it isn't easy. So I guess what I would rather see is that I had an effect on the way that sexual preferences are perceived. I guess that's what I want out of it, I guess, instead of being a role model. But yeah, it's a good question, man. That was a tough one. Well, not tough, but yeah, good question. At Diddy1223 asks, I dare you not to shave your face until your next video. Would you accept my challenge? I'm gonna have to say no. I used to do that a lot, because I'd shoot 1 month and I'd have a month off and then I'd shoot again. So what I would do was I would finish a shoot, and the very next day I wouldn't shave at all. Starting until like about a week before the other shoot. But the only problem with that is that I start to grow a really haggard beard, and really fast. And it also kind of irritates my skin, so I had to kind of keep up on shaving, so that way my skin stays nice and, you know, easy to look at. At SouthTPAGuy02 asks, do you like having your toes sucked on, and have you ever sucked on a guy's toes before? It's nice every once in a while. Personally, I prefer not to have feet in my mouth, but I've done it before. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely not my least favorite. At MovieStar39 asks, have you ever masturbated with a back massager or a vibrator? No. I haven't really had the chance to mix vibrations into my personal pleasures, but that does sound inspiring. At ChillDude_69 asks, have you ever rimmed or been rimmed before? Which do you like better? I would definitely have to say that I am more of a giver than receiver when it comes to the ass. I definitely like rimming. I like to be the top. Bottoming's not my favorite, and getting rim's not my favorite. It's a lot of sensation down there when you're doing it to me, and it just kind of overwhelms me. It's really ticklish sometimes. Sometimes it's really painful. So, I mean, I try to enjoy sex and not get all stressed out about my butt. So, at GPride01 asks, have you ever had sex with a guy off the cameras before? If so, how many? Yes, and I don't know, like 15? 15, yeah, sounds about right. At StubbyP123 asks, I know you said that you don't really care to have your ass played with, but do you like to rim and play before you bang? Yeah, I do. But I try to tend the places where I'm going to be letting people stick their mouths, so I would appreciate it if the person I was playing with would tend to the places where they would be wanting me to put my mouth. So, just a little heads up for everybody out there. Our good friend at 18 inches of thick black cock asks, you ever fuck a black dude in a bathroom? What about at the airport? I haven't really done very many public sex escapades. And I don't know about like in the bathroom. Larry Craig kind of tainted that for me. It's like you always have that little fantasy in your head, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and suck some dick, and it's gonna be all these hot gay studs and it's Larry Craig. Ew. Anyways, at All My Gay Porn asks, you are worth every penny, but I can't afford the cost of monthly memberships. Is there a way to get a discount for being a huge fan? Hell yeah. It is Buddy33 off. Shh, don't tell everybody. At Jack Manley asks, do you have a height maximum for a scene partner? Not yet. See if we can't get Yao Ming in there. What is he, like 7'2", 7'4", or something like that? I mean, looks-wise, he's not that great, but I mean, that'd be cool, right? At Mojo Fever asks, what is the wildest place you've ever had sex? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had sex in a really wild place. I'm gonna have to work on that one though. At Steven from BB10 asks, will you be attending the Grabbies? If so, can I take you home instead of a Grabby trophy? Unfortunately, I won't be making it to the Grabbies this year. And if I were, I don't know, if you could pick me up, I guess. Don't do that. Little One Lee asks, what is your diet like to have a great body like yours? I eat a lot of small children and, try and get my fruits and vegetables and grains in there. High protein. Good little fact, actually, there isn't enough protein or anything really in sperm that's actually going to be beneficial to you. So the whole little adage of, come on, eat it, it's got protein in it, it's good for you. Still use it, of course, but yeah, just know you're lying. At JLo asks, if you wanted to impress me and get into my pants, where would you take me on a date? I don't know. I guess it would be just like any other day, because when I'm just trying to impress someone and get into their pants, I usually just pull out my penis. At the analist asks, although you have not bottomed, have you ever tried putting anything in your butt? Perhaps a finger? Yes, actually, I have put things in my butt before, ranging anywhere from a finger to a, regular dildo. When you're young and horny and puberty, you'll find all kinds of things to stick with your butt. I'm sure you found out yourself. So those are all the questions we have time for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. I'm Samuel O'Toole. And go fuck yourself, San Diego? San Diego. Oh, there's a question mark there. Diego? Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 7th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. A very special thank you again to everyone for your questions, and if your questions haven't made it on the show yet, I'll try and get to them very soon. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. Sorry, that was a little rough. To submit your questions for me to answer, tweet me your questions to @SamuelO'Toole XXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So let's take a look at the first question. At RightLove1042 asks, do you want to have public sex with someone when Nextdoor Studios is filming you? I don't know, I guess. That would be pretty fun. As long as it's not really shot like a regular scene, I'd more rather want to just kind of go with the flow of things and then have them get whatever's going on. I think just with the breaks that are in the natural style of shooting would kind of distract me when I'm sitting there. They're like, okay, break, we're getting a different angle, and all of a sudden I look around and there's just like a crowd of people standing there with their coffees and beers. Yeah, that would break my focus. At Joey Mont asks, what ethnicity are you? Don't say white. In all honesty, I really don't like selecting the little white box in any kind of surveys or demographic things or anything like that. Just because I think it's kind of too generic of a term. I am Spanish and Irish. My family is from Spain, and my family is from Ireland as well. So yeah, Spanish and Irish. At Smurf33 asks, are you gay, straight, or bisexual? Definitely not straight. I would classify myself as bisexual. I do enjoy men as well as women, so don't think I can really call myself straight anymore. And for the fact that I still like women, can't really call myself gay. So, in between, bisexual. At FreshKicks971 asks, how old are you, and do you know when you want to stop doing scenes? I'm 23 years old. I've been doing porn for about a year and a half now. I love it. It's the best job I've ever had. But then again, I'm also a pervert and kind of weird. So it's just kind of a natural fit for me. As to when I want to stop, never. I'll stop when people don't want to see me anymore. At O_MG_. If you had to bottom for anyone at Nextdoor Studios, who would it be and why? I would want to bottom for my good buddy, Mr. Marcus Mojo, because he's a really good friend of mine. We have a really great connection. Yeah. At Gabe Johnson 1249 asks, what is the one thing you'll not do on camera? self-incriminate myself. At Jeff the Stud 777 asks, nice tattoo. Can you tell me what it is and why you chose to get it? This is my Lucky Dragon tattoo. Apparent that's supposed to mean power, but as with any tattoo of a foreign language on your body, unless you speak it, for all you know, could say the person who got this tattoo is a fucking idiot. So it's supposed to mean power. Really have no idea. Don't speak Japanese. I always liked Asian tattoos, and this was actually my first one, so kind of just jumped right into tattoos. I've loved it. I've had it for 4 years now. Doesn't look too bad. At Jamie Noir 1974 asks, as you've got that Marvin tattoo, would you describe yourself as a paranoid android? And, on a related note, do you agree with the critical consensus that since King of Limbs Radiohead aren't as good as they used to be? First off, I don't know if I'd describe myself as a paranoid android. My brother and I, we actually have the same tattoo in the same spot, and he's one of our favorite characters in the Hitchhiker's Guide trilogy of books. So we wanted to get a tattoo that we would both share, and we got Marvin. The other half of that question, I'm probably going to lose some fans over this. I really don't like Radiohead. So to say that their music isn't as good as it was, that's really saying something. Burn? At Diddy1223 asks, how do you sound when you have an orgasm? I want you to moan like you're having the best orgasm we've ever had. I sound like a beach killer whale. Slightly. Oh, fuck, that's making it on the internet. At Terrence asks, will you include foot fetish scenes on your site? I would totally love to. I just gotta find a scene partner who's willing to let me stick my feet in their mouth. Don't quite put it to them like that, because I think that'll kind of, put anyone off of the subject. So unfortunately, I haven't run into anyone yet. Hopefully soon. Fingers crossed. At Sir_Psycho_Sexy asks, has anyone ever told you that you look like Darren Criss from Glee? Yes. I think that's probably like the 4th time this week. Awkwardly enough, the first person to tell me was my mother, and then everybody else was telling me, and I was like, oh, great. Damn it. At Nude_Gingrich asks, would you blow the main guy from the Spin Doctors? I assume that most musical artists have a minimum of 3 STDs, so probably not. At American Jim asks, hot scene with Trent Diesel. Thank you very much. You look good in a UA. You look good in a cap. You look good in UA cap. What? Oh, you look good in the Under Armour cap. Thank you. Is it true good guys always wear white hats? I don't know. I've never owned a white hat. Maybe I'm the bad guy. At Nice One For You 81 asks, have you ever seen your dad's penis? Have you ever seen your dad's penis before? Who would you say has the bigger dick? I've never seen my dad's dick. Wasn't really on the to-do list as a child, and I wasn't really that curious about it as a child either, because I mean, it was my dad's dick. People have told me that penis size is hereditary though, so I'm either getting it from my dad or I'm getting it from my grandpa. And I'm thinking I got it from my grandpa because my dad only has regular condoms in his room. Sorry, Dad. At Dust Bunnies POWA asks, how was your school life? Were you more outgoing or were you ostracized? I fucking hated school. And I will also say that I was kind of a piece of shit when I was in high school. Luckily enough, I grew out of it. Yeah, didn't really like school that much. Didn't really like the town that I lived in. I still haven't been back to the town that I lived in since I was like 19. So yeah, I didn't really like school. It wasn't that great of an experience for me. But it made me who I am today, so can't regret it. Oh shit. At 18 inches of thick black cock asks, how many times a week do you think about my thick black cock? Once. When you ask those questions. Oh shit. At DFlighty69 asks, if you had to go down on either a man or a woman, which one would you choose? Which one do you enjoy more as far as giving oral? I would definitely have to say that I like sucking a dick more than I like going down on a girl. Girls don't really understand the whole feedback part. They don't really let you know too much of when you're doing a good thing or a bad thing, and sometimes the bad thing seems like a good thing. I don't know, vaginas are kind of confusing. Penises are a lot simpler. I mean, you know, pre-cum means you're doing a good job. When he comes in your face, it means you did a great job. So yeah. At O_MG_ asks, would you consider yourself an aggressive top? I have the potential to be, if I'm into someone, or just feeling really horny that day. I love to pound away. At Joey Mount asks, what are your thoughts on circumcision? Do you prefer cut or uncut? Don't really have any preferences between the two. I'm a little jealous of guys who aren't circumcised because I'm told that foreskin actually makes it feel better. You know, it's extra sensitive skin, or I have less extra sensitive skin. Whatever. Anyways, they're supposed to have more fun with it, so I'm a little jealous and frustrated that my parents went and lopped off part of my penis without telling me. At Smurf33 asks, have you ever bottomed off camera? Yes, and it was the most painful experience of my life. Yeah, scared to death of it. So those are all the questions we had time for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. I'm Samuel O'Toole, and until next time, send in those questions. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 8th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. A very special thank you again to everyone for your questions, and if your questions haven't made it on the show yet, I'll try to get to them very soon. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole /. To submit your questions for me to answer, you can tweet me at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So let's take a look at the first question. At GleeTeen13 asks, do you get tired or feel scared for your life that 18 inches of thick black cock? I always ask you a question. I wouldn't quite say feel scared for my life. I wouldn't quite say tired either, because I do slightly enjoy them in my own way with my sixth sense of humor. So no, I oddly enough, I kind of look forward to them. At South TPA Guy 02 asks, can you take off your shoes and socks and show us your feet? Yeah, sure, I guess. There's one. And there's two. At Chris.mcb asks, what do you think of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie? I like the movie. I don't think it's anywhere near the books. What they actually did was they took bits and pieces from 5 books and kind of crammed it into one movie. So there's a lot of different subplots and little backstories going on that they put into the movie that kind of confuses people sometimes. So, I like the movie, but you really got to read the books to really understand everything that's going on in it. At Chiefs, shit. At Chiefs Lapaho 192. Oh, no. All right. Chief Slapaho 192 asks, are you aware that bird is the word? No, I wasn't. At Bumpy.jazz asks, do you have a preference of cock? Like black or white, thick or thin, long or small? Not really, I guess. I mean, you know, except for the whole black and white thing. If a black cock is white for some reason, I think that would be a medical problem or something like that. So yeah, probably wouldn't want to touch that one, have that checked out. If a white cock was black for some reason, once again, I'm pretty sure that's a bad sign. And you want to go to the doctors and get that checked out, along with, I'm sure, green, purple, certain shades of blue, fuchsia. Actually, I have no idea what exactly fuchsia looks like, so maybe not fuchsia, but yeah, you get the idea. At Nice One For You 81 asked, what is your favorite food? Actually, I got this in the very first episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole, and it is pho soup. It's pretty good. Check it out. It's spelled P-H-O. It's fucking good. At Jeff the Stud 777 asks, what was your favorite movie or TV show growing up? TV show was definitely Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Movie, I definitely would have to say The Brave Little Toaster. Oh yeah. At FlanFlan69 asks, have you always accepted your sexuality, or have you sometimes struggled to accept your attraction to men? Have you ever been homophobic? I don't think I've ever really struggled with my sexuality. I don't think I could ever say that I was homophobic. I've definitely just been an asshole to anybody and everybody. I don't discriminate. I am indiscriminate in my assholeness. No and no. At HS Allen 23 asks, do you know when we will know the winner of the Flesh Check contest? I'm still waiting to. At HS Allen 23 also asks, can you tell us more about your bottoming experience that was mentioned on the last episode? It hurt. I don't know. This is a YouTube channel. I'm not really trying to get too graphic. At John_Ray27 asks, is signing up for your website secure? Absolutely. SamuelO'Toole.com is the only website on the internet that is not fraudulent. The only one. At Gabe Johnson 1249 asks, are you equally attracted to Are you equally attracted to both men and women, or are you both more attracted to one over the other? It's not really a sex thing, it's a person thing. I like to have sex with people that I think are attractive, good people, regardless of whether you have a penis or a vagina. That's not really gonna, give you a one-up on someone else or the other. So, just be nice, be a cool person. At Pocket Crack asks, what's your ethnic background and nationality? I am actually Spanish and Irish. My grandparents, or my great-grandparents came over from Spain. My great-grandparents came over from Ireland. My grandpa grew up on a potato farm back east, so I have to say that's pretty Irish. American Irish, aside from the whole growing up in Boston kind of American Irish. But anyways, yeah. At Luis Sergio asks, were you bullied when you were younger? When you discovered you liked boys too? I would definitely have to say that, like most people, I was bullied when I was younger. I hated high school specifically for that fact that I got bullied, and that in turn made me kind of a really, no, not kind of, I was a really, really big asshole. So yeah, I got bullied, but then again, when you're like 5 foot in high school, it doesn't really work out all that well. And when it came out that I did like guys, then yeah, I guess you could call it bullying. Yeah, it sucked. At All My Gay Porn asks, what does your average day consist of? I wake up, I eat, I go to the gym, I eat some more, and then I eat some more, and then I go to the gym, and then I eat some more, and then I eat some more. And mixed in there somewhere, I usually go off and I do things like at Agitator Gob asks, are you in love? With what? At I'm Just Curious X asks, piss play, yay or nay? Not my cup of piss. I mean tea. Personally, I don't want to get pissed on, but I'm told that it's a pretty good talent to be able to have a hard-on and piss at the same time, and I can do both. So, I mean, I've got no problem pissing on someone. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yay. At Jared asks, what event in your life made you the most happy you can ever remember? Recently, I would have to say it's when I found out that I was getting a contract for my website. I had worked really hard towards that, and I really enjoyed it. My little adventure on the way to it, and I'm enjoying it now. And it just blew me away because I never thought that it was ever going to happen this soon. And the fact that it did happen it was really amazing for me. At Joel Cahote asks, jock straps seem to be a common thing in your videos. Do you like how they feel when you're wearing them? Not really. I mean, they're not my favorite. They're cool, but I don't really wear them outside of porn. My good friend at 18 inches of thick black cock asks, you ever had chicken and waffles? Because that's how my dick tastes. Holy shit. Can't believe he just said that. I do like fried chicken, and I do like waffles, but I've never had them together. It always just seems like kind of a strange combination to me. Anyways, so those are all the questions we had time for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. I'm Samuel O'Toole, and until next time, send in those questions. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the ninth episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. A very special thank you again to everyone for your questions, and if your questions haven't made it on the show yet, I'll try to get to them very soon. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. You can submit your questions for me to answer, or you can tweet them to me at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or you can email them to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the first question. At Matt Rogers 29 asks, was your first sexual experience with a man on film? If so, have you had any off camera since then? No, actually my first sexual experience with a man was not on camera. It was actually off camera, and it was probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 months prior to me actually doing porn. Yeah, it still happens. At X Revolution 2011 asks, how do you feel about Beyonce? Like her music? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent towards her. I think she's a good artist. She's not one of my favorites. She doesn't really stand out to me. But I mean, I respect her. She's a really great performer. At Love in Vain asks, do you ever feel self-conscious about yourself? How do you get rid of that feeling personally? Actually, you know, I totally feel self-conscious about myself all the time. And I mean, I don't know if you can necessarily get rid of it. I think you can just kind of please that feeling. Everybody has, you know, to become less self-conscious, you really just need to become more comfortable with yourself and who you are and the way you look. You know, I don't know. I get self-conscious and then I just focus on the things I like about myself. At Raymond asks, would you run about the street? At Raymond asks, would you run about the streets butt naked? We're going straight into the gymnasium! Yeah. At Gabe Johnson 1249 asks, will you ever do a scene with Cody Cummings? Just Cody? And you? At O_MG_ asks, what special talents do you have? I can tie a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue. Does that mean you give good blowjobs or you're a good kisser? I can't remember which one. I think maybe both. At DiorBoy24, have you ever been with a black guy? And if not, would you ever? I've never really fully been with a black guy. Never had like actual intercourse with them. But we did suck each other's dicks. It was quite an experience. It was after I did an appearance at a show, and yeah, it was cool. At Red Rico Red asks, will you ever have sex with a fat guy? Define fat. At X Revolution 2011 asks, so what did you really think of the movie Twilight? Would you plow Edward? Okay, the movie, I did see it. I actually did also read all the books before I saw the movies, and I have to say that I really do like the books. Yeah, I probably wouldn't plow Edward. I'm more of a Team Jacob kind of person, but that's just me. Edward's a little frail. I think I might break him. At Joey Mont asks, what are your thoughts on circumcision? Do you prefer cut or uncut? In all honesty, I don't really have too much preference on it myself. No, not really. Either way, it works, right? At CHL481 asks, what type of work did you do before doing porn? I've done just about everything before doing porn. I worked in the medical field, I worked at gyms, I made coffee, I worked at a welding shop. When I was in high school, I made parts for the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory with a machine shop. I did all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so I'm a very hands-on person, as if you can't tell. At Love in Vain asks, do you ever have sex with your scene partners in your personal life? No. Not during shoots or like right after. I haven't had the opportunity to have sex with any of them outside of a shoot, like at events or anything like that. But no, during shoots I try to keep it professional. You know, we're both there for a reason.
it creates drama when during the first time if you kind of let lust and emotions get involved and then you start fucking people. It just creates drama. So no. At O_MG_ in your flip cam videos on nextdoorstudios.com, you ask people for their O face. Can we see your O face? You guys always see my O face. I'm the O Toole. Come on now. Maybe I might have to do that one. I'll make a video of that. Yeah. My buddy at 18 inches of thick black cock asks, "Hey Sammy, no time for a question because this week." Hey Sammy, no time for a question this week because I'm really busy searching the interwebs trying to find this Glee Teen 13 character. That boy sounded like some sweet meat. Oh shit. Run for your ass. Or run to him for your. Depends what you're looking for. At JLo asks, have you ever had sex with a real doll? No. At all my gay porn asks, how do you generally? At all my gay porn asks, how do you generally deal with stress? I definitely don't eat to handle stress. If anything, I'll probably just go to the gym and work out my tensions and aggressions and frustrations and irritations and all my stresses out on that. Otherwise, if I can't really cure it with working out, fix the problem. At Q_fan asks, is your interest in men purely sexual, or is it just as likely for you to date a man as it is a woman? I would have to say that a man and a woman have equally horrible opportunities at dating me at this point in time. At Pocket Crack asks, would you kiss a fan on the lips if he or she asks? Less than a minute, make out with your consent. Probably not. That's how you get mono. It's called kissing sickness or disease or whatever for a reason, right? From lots of kissing. If I did that for one person, I'd have to kiss everybody. My tongue would be sore. My lips would probably be chapped to fuck. It'd be horrible. At Let There Be asks, what is your waist measurements? I'm usually about a 32 in the waist. Yeah, the waist. So those are all the questions we have time for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out my new series, Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. As an extra incentive to submit your questions for next week's episode, be the 20th question asked, and you'll receive a free Samuel O'Toole Volume 1 DVD, autographed. Well, it's not autographed yet, but it'll happen, I promise. I'm Samuel O'Toole, and until next time, send in those questions. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 10th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Somehow we made it that long. Thanks to everyone for all the great questions, and please, please, please keep them coming. Really appreciate them. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, you can always follow me on Twitter and tweet me at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So I'm sure you guys are wondering who won the autographed DVD, and you'll just have to wait till the end of the show to find out. So, let's take a look at the first question. At Merle Merlot asks, would you ever do a three-way scene with your brother if you wanted to do porn again? And no, you wouldn't have to have sex with him. The funny thing is I was joking around with him the other day when I was talking to him on the phone, and he has no intentions of doing porn again. And I was joking around with him. I was like, well, if you ever need to make money, you can always give me a call. I was like, I'll give you a spot on my site. And he was like, yeah, no, not happening. And in all honesty, I'm not sure if I'd be comfortable doing porn with my brother. If it was kind of spur of the moment where everyone's drunk and, you know, whatever happens, happens, I guess that's okay. But, yeah, definitely not porn. At Jack Manley asks, have you ever worn a G-string? No. Actually, I haven't. There's always opportunities, though. At 18 inches of thick black cock asks, Glee Team 13, Marcus Mojo, yeah, I'm just sitting in my lab making a list of people to ruin. Cockwise, that is. Wow. Okay. At Jeff the Stud 777 asks, do you have an attraction for deep southern accents? I would have to say that I do. I just think accents in general are very interesting and unique, and add a little bit of depth to a person. Unfortunately, I'm from California, and I don't think, or at least I don't know, I don't think we have accents, but then again, from California. So, I don't know, maybe I have an accent, I don't know. At Chief Slapaho asks, do you know the Muffin Man? Well, don't really know him, but there's this one party and we got really fucked up. Yeah. Anyways, at Mega asks, destroy our worlds in galactic penis hounds. Let's make a space porno? Oh my god, I'm down for that. Let's do it. At Zipsled asks, when Marcus breaks up with his girl, would you consider dating him? I don't know if I could ever date Marcus. He's a very good friend of mine, and I value and appreciate his friendship. But he is he's a very good friend of mine, and it's just, he's more of like a brother to me, or like a family member. I hang out with him and have such a good relationship with him that I could definitely do a porno with him. I probably wouldn't be able to have any kind of romantic sex with him, though. It'd be too awkward. At Maddie Rogers 29 asks, what does it mean to be a Nextdoor Studios exclusive? What that means is that I am an exclusive model, porn star if you want to be a dick about it, for Nextdoor Studios, which means that I do either only my content for them or the majority of my content for them. As it is now, it's kind of just all my content now is shot for Nextdoor Studios, so that's what makes me an exclusive model for them. I am fortunate enough to be an exclusive model with a website, which you can go to at www.samuelotoole.com and check out my site there. And yeah, but you'll notice that there are a lot of models that are on the site a lot, and those are also some of our exclusive models as well. At Nice One For You 81 asks, have you ever considered dating a CD? But they're so flat and plastic and emotionless. We're talking about those little round things, right? The little frisbees for computers. Anyways, I don't know. Clarify that. At Gabe Johnson 1249 asks, do you ever masturbate to any of your own scenes? If so, which type of scenes? No, I've tried, and I know people who do watch their own porn and can get off to themselves. But for me, I don't know. If I'm gonna be doing that, I'd much rather go into the spank bank, up in my mind and kind of relive it through that. Yeah, no, definitely can't watch my own porn. I think I'm too self-conscious for that. At GRB 11186 asks, what's your stand on gay marriage? And would you ever get married to a guy after your porn career? My stand on gay marriage is the same as my stand on straight marriage. Go for it. I don't really hold the institution of marriage very highly, especially since in this last census it's showing that most couples are living together unmarried, same-sex and heterosexual couples. So it also shows that I'm not the only person that doesn't really see the value of a marriage. I don't know. It's up in the air for me. Personally, at this point in my life, I'm only 23 years old. I'm not thinking about getting married. The only big thing on my mind about marriage is I don't want to get married to someone and then have to get divorced. It's a waste of time. I've seen my parents do it. I've seen my dad do it twice. I've seen my grandparents do it. I've seen my grandma get married and divorced like 3 times. So yeah, show me a relationship that really, really works and genuinely works the first time, and I'll show you millions that don't work and why marriage isn't really that great. Commitments to a person, yes, good, understand that, and I support that. But a marriage is a glorified commitment. At Candy's Blue asks, you've mentioned Marcus Mojo a lot. Do you have a little crush on Mr. Mojo? No. Once again, very good friend of mine. He's just a really good friend of mine. I hang out with him a lot. He lives local. We go to the gym a lot. We both do absolutely nothing with our free time. So, I mean, yeah, everyone else that I know has a real job. At Nude Gingrich asks, given the current state of Southern Libya's economic infrastructure, if you could do a scene with any porn star, former or current, who would it be? Well, given the current infrastructure situation with Libya, I would have to say that it would be Cody Cummings bottoming for me. Yeah. You know that scene where he does that self-suck? Yeah. Just imagine me fucking up there like... Oh, sorry. Anyways, at South TPA Guy 02 asks, would you ever do a scene on your website where you mud wrestled a guy? Totally, I'm down for that. I don't know, because mud generally tends to have rocks in it. And maybe not big rocks, but still little rocks. And sometimes rocks have sharp edges. And, I mean, you get all scraped up because then you're falling and you're wrestling and then you get all scraped up. And I'm rambling. Yeah, sure. At myfake3mail, very nice, asks, how do you stay fit? What exercise do you do in the gym, and what is your diet? I stay fit with rigorous nutrition and rigorous, whatever, all those fun words, $5 words, exercise, and I sacrifice virgins on every full moon, eat small children as often as I can. They're very high in protein and a good source of B vitamins. Yeah, that's about it. But really, the virgins, they make the difference. At ShowPigs15 asks, can we see you in some Under Armour compression shorts? Sure, I don't mind. The only thing I don't really like about compression shorts, though, is the word compression. They really just kind of shove your package wherever it can fit and compresses it. So it just makes everything look smaller. But yeah, sure, I'm totally down to try them out. At DFlighty69 asks, in the porn community, have you ever experienced homophobia from fellow actors since you are openly bisexual as opposed to gay for pay only? I don't really get too worried about homophobia in gay porn unless it's a top just kind of coming through for a paycheck. That's the only time it ever really seems to bother me, because then I hear them kind of make disrespectful comments about people, whether they be a top or a bottom, and I can tell that outside of porn, I probably wouldn't get along with this person either, just because the simple fact that I don't feel like they respect anybody. So yeah, I guess I could say that I've experienced some homophobia, never really towards me, and I definitely, stand up for people when I see someone doing something like that. I pull them aside and let them know that it's really not cool. When people come to do porn, the most important thing is that they're comfortable. Not everybody is used to doing it, or has been around it, or is comfortable doing it their very first time. And when you get somebody coming in like that, belittling them, it's not a good combination. So you have to kind of step in, check that person, and be like, hey, you know what? You gotta watch yourself. Yeah. At LT Jersey asks, have you ever been, or will you ever be, visiting the New York City area? I haven't gone to New York yet, but I would love to go to New York. My friend laughed at me the other day because he asked me, he was like, what's the biggest city you've ever been to? And of course I answered San Francisco, and he just laughed at me because we're going to be going to Toronto for Toronto Pride, and he's like, yeah, you're going to be blown away by how big the city is. And so yeah, he said I was going to think that it was New York City. So I don't know. I'll check out Toronto first, and then when I get to New York, we'll see how they compare. So, those are all the questions we have for today. So I guess I'll let you guys know who won the contest for being the 20th official question. And drum roll, please. And the winner is DFlighty69. Please email your address to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and get that DVD to you. And once again, congratulations, and thank you very much for asking a question. I want to thank you guys for checking out Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at SamuelOToole_XXX. And once again, this is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 11th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks to everyone for all the great questions, and please, please, please keep them coming. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, follow me on Twitter and tweet me at SamuelOToole_XXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So, let's take a look at the first question. At Surge asks, would you ever consider doing a scene with a fan just like good old pal Cody Cummings? I never realized that Cody did a scene with a fan. Not too sure what he would have done. But yeah, I guess it's always a possibility. Apply at adultmodelsusa.com and see if you can make it in. At Archorn100, at Archorn100 asks, what if you were the president for a day? What would you do? Well, seeing as I almost feel like our current president or past presidents, most of them, really don't actually do anything. They're more of just an image to present to the country. I'd try and do a little bit more than them, instead of just
going out on vacation in other countries and spending American money in other countries when I'm the president.
Anyways, at Jeff Destud 777 asks, how do you like my drawing of you? I'm not a very good artist, so this is definitely a lot better than I could have done. So, I like it. Got my goatee. Got my sideburns. Well, my sideburns kind of meld into the beard, but yeah, a lot better than I could have done. I do the stick figure drawings, and skinny people are skinny lines, and fat people are fat lines, and it's just, yeah. At Caesar Orton WY asks, if you could make a movie of your life, how do you call it, and what famous Hollywood star would be you? At Skillet asks, is it wrong that I watch your movies during my home workouts to motivate me? Your build is on point. Thank you very much. And no, you know, really, I say use whatever inspires you to get into the gym. I've heard of people using all sorts of things to inspire them to work out. I think probably the funnest and one of the most true ones I've ever heard is that a low self-esteem is the best motivation to go to the gym. And what that means is when you're working out, when you're getting the results that you want out of working out, and you see the changes in your body, you know, you feel better. You have a better self-esteem. You know, you feel better about yourself. And so when you don't feel good about yourself, go to the gym. Anyways, at Glee Team 13 asks, I regret ever putting that question up. I'm so tired of 18 inches of thick black cock trying to hunt me down. Just get back to flirting with Samuel Toole. Anyways, what is your favorite type of music? Right? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, favorite type of music. I don't know if I have just one favorite type of music. I think that music is probably one of the easiest ways for people to bond and connect. I personally, I enjoy all kinds of music, ranging anywhere from rap, hip-hop, electronic music, country, country. Yeah, so all kinds of stuff. But mostly anything I can kind of, Anyways, at Twood76 asks, would you do a scene with a trans performer? I don't know. Never had the opportunity. At Chief Slapaho asks, what would you do if I came up to you, put my hand down your pants, and played with your dick? Now, there's always a time and a place for what is known as the gay man's handshake. Or at least that's how it was put to me the first time someone did that to me. Needless to say, I was a little put off by it because I hadn't really met the person yet, and they just kind of walked up to me and were like, hey, you're cute, and, you know, went for it. And the way I look at it is, it's almost like that douchebag straight guy that walks up to all the girls and just grabs that ass. Hey, baby, how you doing? It's kind of like that. It's a little cheesy and not really my style. At Love and War 12 asks, what is the song playing in your mixtape scene? Actually, I believe that was one that one of the editors put together. They like to have fun with the videos, and I think he just got some creative free reign on that and had some fun. At RRaid8 asks, what is your favorite sport to watch and play? Well, you see, I'm not really good at the whole running, jumping, catching, throwing thing, seeing as I'm short and white. So I wrestled in high school. Yeah. So I enjoy watching MMA, physical sports. I can relate to, you know, the UFC fights and everything like that. So that would probably have to be one of my favorites. At Sir Psychosexy asks, how often do you masturbate? On average, at least once a day. On a good day, probably around 3 times. Sometimes more. You jerk off too much, and your penis gets sore, or at least mine does. I don't know, should kind of lighten up on it, shouldn't I? At Gavin asks, you said you don't really see the value of a marriage. Do you want to have children someday? If so, would you feel obligated to stay with their mother and help raise them at least until they are adults? That's actually a really good question. I like children. I don't know if I want children yet, at least not at this point in my life. There's always a possibility for it. I mean, as far as I know, I'm not sterile, so later on down the road I could probably try that. But if I were to have children with a woman and we weren't married, I definitely would feel obligated to maintain the best relationship that I could with the mother. I think it's very important to have both parents in a child's life. Yeah, definitely. I would take every opportunity and chance that I could to be in the life of my child. At Toole Lover asks, do you shave your chest? No. I'm just naturally not very hairy. I kind of like epitomize the term hairless ape. Yeah, no. This is actually grown out. At a sexy boy asks, what is a fetish you have? In all honesty, voyeurism. I love having sex. I love being involved with another person when I'm getting off, but I definitely like to be that guy just kind of standing there fucking, oh yeah, staring at other people while they're getting it on. Yeah. At Sky Bennett 88 asks, how can I get you to fuck me hard? Well, I'm not a prostitute, so money won't work. Have a good personality, be nice. The easiest way, like earlier, apply at adultmodelsusa.com and tell them Samuel O'Toole sent you, and see if we can't make it happen. Our good friend at 18 inches of thick black cock asks, Sammy, yo, what up, pimp? I got a tattoo on my penis. It says my penis, but bigger. My new name is 19 inches of thick black cock. I'm a little confused. At 19 inches of thick black cock asks, thicker, blacker, angrier. Yeah, wow. I don't want to say the rest of that. Do I have to? Looking at you, Glee Team 13. That poor person. At Sir Psychosexy asks, have you ever shot yourself in the face with your own cum? How about the eye? Actually, very good question, because that has definitely happened. I was jerking off one time, in my bed of all places, normally in front of the computer like most people. So I decided to switch it up and lay in bed and jerk off before I went to sleep, and use the old spank bank. So I'm sitting there rolling out, about to come, and I'm like, I just lean back, and I thought I was going to shoot onto my chest. First shot, just whack, hits me right in my eye. Of course I have my eyes closed, but I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like reaching around, feeling for a towel, can't find it. Had to, don't want to hold it back because that hurts, and so I let it go again, and blah, it hits me in the other eye. Shit you not. So then there I am, practically blindfolded with my own cum, laying there, trying not to get it all over the place, reaching around for a towel. Finally got the towel, rubbed it off, but of course I still got some in my eyes, so that is why I try not to do facials, or at least shoot people in the eye with my cum, because that shit fucking hurts. At O_MG_ asks, are you a Democrat or a Republican? And would you consider yourself liberal or conservative? Here's the flaw with that. I don't think it's a two-party system. I don't think that it should be Republicans versus Democrats or liberals versus conservatives. I think that the issues that our country and people in general in the United States and the world are confronted with larger issues than just left or right. And honestly, it's a lot harder and bigger than what I can put into this. At Love in Vain asks, your facial expressions in your videos are unique. Do they come naturally or do you intentionally practice them? Nope. I just have these big bushy eyebrows that I like to use because they're kind of animated. So, I don't know. No? So those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. Sorry we missed last week's episode. Was in Toronto for Toronto Pride. Had an amazing time. Thank you very much, Canada, for the hospitality. And this is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 12th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks to everyone for all the great questions, and please keep them coming. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, you can always follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So let's take a look at the first question. At Pocket Crack, love that name, asked me, if you're able to go back in time, where would you want to go? I think the correct way to ask that would be, when would you want to go? But that's, technical bullshit details. See, I really like cars, but also like, ancient mythology and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, definitely in Greece and Rome, in that area, around the time of when they had, gods like Zeus and everything like that. I really like the mythology that came from that era, and I just think that even though quality of living isn't quite where it is now, I still think that it really would have been a cool and truly magical time to live. That sounded really airy. Anyways, at Sesmois asks, what is your shoe count at? It's almost 30. I think I'm like 3 off. Wait, 2 off. I just bought a pair of shoes the other day. At Chris LeRiley asks, can we see your toes? Sure. Now, first off, I would like to apologize. I do enjoy butchering people's names on this, so I almost say them wrong on purpose. Sorry. At Sir Psychosexy asks, do you like the taste of your own cum? I always say that cum is like farts. Everybody likes their own brand. I just don't really enjoy my brand that much because I know that what you eat also affects the way that your sperm tastes. I take a bunch of protein shakes and extra supplements, and if those things taste anything like they do, I'll go and out as they do on the way down. My cum probably tastes like bleach. And flowers and vanilla and magical goodness because I'm Samuel O'Toole. Come on, I fart glitter, guys. At 19 inches of thick black cock asks, hey Sammy, you a wrestler? Huh, pimp? Did you ever wrestle 8 dudes for the right to fuck 9 dudes? Prison, man. Good times. Yes, I'm a wrestler. Never wrestled 8 dudes to fuck 9 dudes, though. Where does the 9th guy come in? Anyway. At Toole Lover, it's a good name, asks, have you ever had men or women turn down the pleasure of having your dick in them because your cock is so big? Actually, yes. It was a little depressing. Just kind of saw it and was like, wow, that's really cool. And that's all. That's as far as it got. Whatever. She was fat. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. At I am awesome 1001 asks, do you like Lady Gaga? On a musical note, I do enjoy most of her music. I think it is very creative, and I think that it does speak to people, which I can appreciate. Her onstage performances, I enjoy. I think she's a very creative person, and not only is she a musical artist, but she is a performer as well. And I would also probably fuck the shit out of Lady Gaga if she let me. Have you seen that ass? Spread them cheeks, like you motorboat it. So, if you're ever in the San Francisco area, Lady Gaga, hit me up on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. At Mike317A asks, if you had a boyfriend that wanted you to stay in porn and thought it was a major turn on, would you date him? I'm confused. Wait, so he's my boyfriend already? Wouldn't that mean that we were already dating? Or do you mean like a guy friend? Like he's a friend and he's a guy? And then it turns out that he's into me because I do porn and he wants me to stay in porn? Probably not. For the pure and simple fact that the fact that I do porn is what turns him on. It almost seems a little superficial, like it doesn't really matter who I am or what I do with my life as a person, just the fact that I suck dick for a living, kind of a slut, that's what turns him on. Not really what I'm looking for in a person. At Mosca, or at Mosca_67 asks, are you planning to do any scenes in which you get into pre-cum in a big way? There's always a possibility for it. I do pre-cum a lot, so it would have to be a spur of the moment thing. Normally when I'm really, really turned on, I can't help it. That shit just kind of flows right out, almost like I'm pissing. So, I know, it's kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, it just really depends on the timing and the moment. At Love in Vain asks, who's your favorite poet/poem? How's it go? Hey, diddle, diddle. No, what is this? A limerick, I think? Something like that? Okay. One fine day in the middle of the night, 2 dead boys came out to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. A deaf policeman heard this noise. He came and shot those 2 dead boys. If you don't believe this lie is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too. At Vic asks, so what did you think of Toronto Pride? Was it what you expected it to be? Wow. Toronto Pride. It was more than I ever expected, and I had a blast there. The people of Toronto were very hospitable. Just the city in general is beautiful. It is probably one of the cleanest cities I've ever been to. If you're in Toronto and you're thinking, wow, we would have kind of a dumpy city, what does it mean clean? I would like to invite you to come on out to San Francisco sometime and experience California cleanliness. But yeah, I had a great time in Toronto, and I can't wait to go back. At Nude Gingrich asks, we've seen the Dow Jones behave pretty radically lately. Laugh out loud. Would you rather bone Michael Douglas in Wall Street 1 or Jessica Tandy circa fried green tomatoes? See, Michael Douglas has always been kind of soft. I mean, like, even in the 80s during Wall Street 1, he's just so, I don't know. I mean, he is kind of a good-looking guy, and he's got those doughy characteristics that almost just want to make you reach out and pick those kids up. So, do I actually have to have sex with either one of them? At Pocket Crack asks, who do you want to meet? What? Come on. You gotta give me a little something more to work with, man. I suck dick for a living. There ain't much happening up here. Oh, fuck. I'm just kidding. I love all of you. I do. I just getting away with myself today. At Maddie Rogers 29 asks, would you ever date a guy that is about 15 pounds overweight if he had a cute face and great personality? If so, how do you do it? If not, I'll hit the gym harder. Dude, that made me hurt a little bit on the inside. Come on. I have to say that the most attractive thing on a person is self-confidence, not cockiness. The second most attractive thing on a person is humility. So, be self-confident and be humble. At CMason775 asks, what's the craziest fan moment you've ever had? I took my buddy to SF Pride so that he could kind of expand his horizons and broaden his... expand horizons, broaden... whatever, what the fuck ever. So he could open his mind. And so we actually went kind of during the end of the festivities, more towards the nighttime, because I wanted things to be a little bit calmer around people, and I didn't want them to be all kind of scared by people grabbing on me and whatnot during the day in photos in plain sight. And unfortunately that happened anyways. We were standing on the porch out front of our buddy's house on the Castro Street. Should have been a good signal right there that this was going to happen. But the guy comes up to me and sticks his hand in my pants and grabs my junk right in front of him. And my buddy's just like... There's a... That man hands your... Yes, I know. It's gonna be okay. Kind of like that, except a little more dramatic. At GRB11186 asks, is there any way I could have your jock strapped after you work out in it? I would be more than happy to give you a jock strap after I work out in it, if I worked out in jock straps. Generally, I kind of freeball it unless I need the testicular support. I like to call them the man's training bra, or no, the man's sports bra. And then I'll wear something with a little bit of, you know. At Vic asks, how do porn stars come up with their performer names? Do they do it themselves, or do their reps do it? It can go either way. You can either have someone completely botch a perfectly good name like Landon Michaels and spell it all fucked up so it's really hard to Google you. Or you can go with something super simple like Marcus Mojo and pick it when you're 18 and watching Austin Powers. Or you can be like me and have someone tell you that your dick looks like a salami, so then you end up calling yourself Sammy instead of Salami, which goes to Samuel, and then you want to play on the fact that people have called you Toole before because no one ever takes the time to actually talk to someone, and they just see a fit person, so they're like, hey, that person's a tool. So I was like, hey, oh Toole, and it just all ends up working out fine in the end, because they're porn names. No one ever takes them serious. So go on, have fun with yours. At All My Gay Porn asks, how can I get you booked for a live appearance in my area? It's a Very good question. Spam the fuck out of @NextDoorStudios on Twitter. I think that's them. Or you can email everybody here at the office. Spam the fuck out of them. Tell them where you want to see us. Go to your local bars and clubs. Say, hey, I want to see Samuel Toole here. And they'll be like, who? And that's when you go, I want Samuel Toole! And they'll be like, okay. No, don't hit them. You probably won't get me out there if you do that. Anyways, so those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out Ask Samuel O'Toole, and make sure to follow me on Twitter @SamuelO'TooleXXX so you can get this craziness live 24 hours a day. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to my 13th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. I'm here with my good buddy, Mr. James Huntsman.
What's up, guys?
And we're gonna be asking some, and we're gonna be answering questions that you ask. That's how this goes.
That's how it goes.
So thank you everyone very much for asking lots of great questions. Please keep them coming. It gives me something to do. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. You can submit your questions for me to answer during the show at my Twitter account, which is @SamuelO'TooleXXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So, what's your Twitter?
James Huntsman, @James Huntsman, plain and simple, man.
Plain and simple.
Gotta keep it easy.
How do you spell Huntsman?
Huntsman. HUNTSMAN.
So you hunt men, or one at a time?
Just one at a time. I don't like to go too much at one time. Just kind of zone in on one. Take it down, just like that.
Very, very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
So, let's get started with the questions. @GabeJohnson1249 asks, do you ever have your scene partner tested for STDs or STIs? Actually, yes. All of Nextdoor Studios requires that there will be condom usage in scenes, and that every person who's going to be having a scene with another person gets tested as well. And they require a clean test record, and it's basically done through a third party, so that way you don't have to worry about people faking any test results. You just have to worry about the company that does all the testing leaking all your information out and then going bankrupt and screwing you. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, how do you feel about testing?
It's a must. Absolutely, man. And even wearing condoms, like, during the scene, I think, while having sex is a must, too. Because you never know. You always want to be safe, and honestly, if you're not tested, even if you're fine, you look good, I'm not touching you, unfortunately.
Right? It's definitely true. I'd rather be safe and healthy than making money. That's just me.
It's just me.
At Arkhorn100 asks, did Titanic make you cry the first time you watched it? You seem like a sensitive type of guy. Actually, no, it wasn't the Titanic. It was, oddly enough, the Iron Giant, a cartoon. That is the first movie I can remember crying at. What about you?
No, man, I don't cry at movies. Maybe Lion King back in the day. That was kind of sad.
Dude, I was like 13.
Hey, it was a sensitive time in our lives, man.
It is
Going
true.
through a lot of changes.
Very hormonal.
It's okay to get a little emotional every now and then. It's not on camera.
At SANAAF asks, which porn star is your brother? Yeah, actually, in all honesty, my brother never told me what his stage name was, so I wouldn't even be able to find the porn if I wanted to. At CHL481 asks, what type of car do you drive? Do you have a pimp mobile? A pussy wagon? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be such a ghetto truck to actually own.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I drive a 2004 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. I drive a cop car. At Caesar_Orton asks, what do I have to do if the guy I'm in love with is just a dork and is flirting with one of my best girlfriends? Solution, would you be my boyfriend? Therein lies the problem. The guy you're in love with is flirting with one of your best girlfriends. I hate to say it, but I think you may have been used in the situation, or may have let yourself get used. If he's too busy with your girlfriends, it's a pretty good sign that he's not very interested in you. Unfortunately, which is a fucked up thing.
Definitely wouldn't wait that one out.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait around for him. Me, I make a horrible boyfriend. That's all I have to say. I fart, I snore, I mean, come on, I'm horrible, aren't I?
Yeah, man. You're pretty
Poor
horrible.
guy.
Yeah, I know. Just sitting here right now is fucking wild.
He's not my boyfriend, I'm kidding. At Wesley asks, are you gay and are you single? Can I date you? It's a very trending topic right now.
You're gonna need some pics to evaluate that.
There are applications available at James Huntsman's Twitter. Go ahead and send him all the photos.
Go ahead and check that out. I'll go ahead and go through them. I'll let you know.
At Toole Lover asks, in the last couple of episodes, you look sexy in the 5 o'clock shadow. Would you do a scene with a full beard? I mean, like, how much of a full beard? Like Mountain Man Bush status?
Or like Arabian, like in the desert full beard type thing.
I mean, like down to here?
Yeah, yeah.
Dyeing it red?
Yeah, when you start to style your beard, you know, that's when you know it's pretty buff.
I don't know.
You should do it like a lumberjack type deal.
Think?
Yeah.
With a red plaid shirt and the beanie.
Oh yeah, man, perfect.
Like the brawny man. Can I grow them? I think a mustache scene might be before a beard scene. Just who's ready for mustache rides? At Free to Fly Tonight asks, I know you said you weren't ready for a relationship, but would you be up for getting to know a guy and possibly going on a date with him? And if so, could I get to know you more and see if I'm that guy?
I'm gonna go ahead and say once again, you're gonna have to send your application to James Huntsman at Twitter for applicants that are available during his time periods where he can make that happen.
At Gabe Johnson 1249 asks, do you have a nerdy side? I would definitely have to say yes. I play a lot of video games. I have like 3 different computers. I have a robot tattooed on my leg. I would definitely say that I'm a bit nerdy. I've seen all the Star Wars. I've watched the Star Trek movies. I almost sucked William Shatner's dick. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. Actually, at Chief Slapaho.
Oh wow, that's a good one right there. Oh man,
I love it every time I
get
see
this
it.
guy in here.
Have you ever been in a fight? If so, did you win?
Rhetorical question.
I'm not a very aggressive person. I did do wrestling, so I like competitive fighting. I don't just like fighting to be testosterone fueled and egos and you looked at me wrong, haymaker. So no, actually I've never really been in a fight before. I haven't really seen the point of it. I figured after thousands and probably just thousands of years of evolution, humans somehow got the ability to communicate with each other, and yet still we can't do shit with it, so we always have to resort to our fists. So I personally make the effort to talk things out. What about you?
Write that down.
Yeah,
No, I'm the same way, man. You know, maybe a little bit longer ago, I would have definitely maybe duped it out a little bit, but now, I have to say, I hate to use this term, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, I will take a punch in the face to get a little love later on. I am cool with it. No problems there.
not cliche at all.
Not at all, my man.
At Miguel asks, where do you see yourself in 10 to 15 years in the future? What are your plans?
That's a long time, man. Hope to be alive, first of all.
Right? Doesn't the world end in 2012?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we're alive in 15 years, I mean, there could be a lot that we could accomplish.
That's true.
Maybe the president. We're not doing too well in Congress right now, anyway.
Right? I know. I'm going to be Senator O'Toole.
I'll be the Speaker of the House, since he's got a lot of leeway right now. Do what the fuck he wants.
You should direct the politics questions to this guy.
Yeah.
He follows it a little
I'll
bit
talk
more than
about-
me.
yeah.
I'll talk some mad shit about whoever, but I don't know. I like to just keep a little reserved on that side.
Yeah.
I did grow up in a redneck town. At Rugbymen Triple X asks, if you could see any male celebrity naked, who would it be and why?
That's a tough one, man.
Okay, go for it. You first.
Any male celebrity? Shoot, I don't know. I'd have to say, Vin Diesel, man. It's my boy, you know? I have to say that. See what he's working with.
Was he Vin Diesel naked?
Yep. Just want cause man, he's jacked up. But I don't think he's packing the heat though.
No, I don't think he is.
His name Vin Diesel, obviously he's not packing heat.
Isn't he gay though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Maybe. See, everyone's been getting me lately. Someone told me Jimmy Fallon was gay, and I actually believe them. Let's see who. Vin Diesel. Heard that one recently
Yeah.
too. What's his name? Anderson Cooper. Is that the?
Yeah.
Is he
yeah,
really gay?
He's gay. It's
Oh,
official.
wow.
Yeah, that's been written down somewhere. Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on, that blonde hair, those baby blue eyes.
Oh man, yep.
How
Blonde
can
hair,
he
blue
not
eyes.
be gay? I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
It's like that's when I understand when girls go, oh my god, all the good-looking guys are gay. And that's because, I thought Anderson Cooper was straight, and I thought he was a good-looking guy. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good-looking straight dude. Turns out he's gay.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess all the good-looking guys are gay. At Pete923 asks, of the many Next Door Studios guys that do not have a dedicated site, which would you most like to see get their own? That would be like asking you which one of your children you like best, except not quite as gross because you don't have sex with your children. That is wrong on so many different levels and is deemed obscene, so not going to be happening in porn. So don't look at them that way. Can't pay favorites. Sorry. At Raymond asks, what is your address in San Francisco? I live near there. I totally want to meet you. Yes. 19 inches of thick black cock? Shut the fuck up.
Okay. What an aggression right there. Anytime you want to take that.
At 19 inches of thick black cock asks, hey Sammy, I've been thinking, all this talk about raping people in the ass, it's no good. I need to turn over a new leaf. From now on, no more rape jokes or threats of bodily harm. 19 inches is dedicated to kindness, compassion, and love.
I can't think of any situation where 19 inches is dedicated to that.
It's not really a question either.
I don't know. It's a statement.
Right? Is that like a public apology?
I think it is. I think that's how we're going to take it. Apology accepted.
Accepted. Friend request accepted.
Yep.
Wait, was that the gum commercial?
Yes.
Right. I would like to be your friend because you have bad breath. I'm good. I don't want to be your friend if you have bad breath.
Yeah. Talk to the floor and I'll listen.
Yes. Oh, he's back. At 19 inches of thick black cock. I'm just kidding. Tell Lee Team 13. I'm gonna rape the shit out of him.
Okay, I guess that nullified the apology right there.
Right?
Set him up to knock him down.
Where was the PS? The addendum?
Nothing. Just raw. Clearly.
Really, no lube. So
No
barbaric.
jail time. Boobs drop so got you. That's bad.
Wait. So So those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out Ask Samuel O'Toole, episode number, give me 13.
13.
With my buddy, James Huntsman. You can follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. You can follow him on Twitter at James_Huntsman.
Yep.
I know it better than him.
Thanks,
I looked it up today. Leave me alone. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this random, long craziness of us just bullshitting it. This is Samuel O'Toole. This is James Huntsman. And until next time, you guys, have fun. Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the 14th episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks to everyone for all the great questions, and please, please, please keep them coming. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, you can always tweet me at Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or you can email them to me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So, let's take a look at the first question. At Samuel O'Toole rocks ass. Thank you, nice name. I have a girlfriend who I'm planning on having sex with. Is it safe to have anal sex with her and blowjobs? What do you mean? Is she mean? Is she gonna like ream you without lube and, you know, kind of listening to you? Is she gonna bite your dick? If there's a yes to either of those questions, I would say no, don't do it. But always be safe. You know, STD wise, use condoms. You don't want to have kids, at least at this age. Possibly not. Probably not. And then, you know, anal sex for you or her. Use lube. Be gentle. Take it easy the first couple times. And then with blowjobs, you know, get tested unless you guys are, well, I mean, yeah, get tested. Make sure you guys are both clean. It's just good to know, and make sure you guys have that trust in your relationship. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I love blowjobs and I love anal sex, so go for it. At Toole Lover asks, you've mentioned that your brother did a porn film, so fess up. Which of you has the bigger cock? I actually think that my brother's is a little bit longer. I've never seen it in person. It was just kind of guesstimation numbers that we were talking about. But I definitely know that I'm a lot thicker than he is. So, yeah. At IASOANAS1555 asks, how difficult was it for you to come out as bisexual? It really wasn't, I mean, it's tough, but I definitely don't think that it was really that difficult because it came out first that I was doing gay porn before I came out and started to say that I was bisexual. So, I mean, there's just all kinds of things being thrown in people's face, so, you know, it's just kind of a shitstorm anyways, coming out telling people that you do porn. Much less telling people what your sexual preference is. So yeah, it's tough getting people to understand and accept your point of view and, you know, your personal choices. But in the end, it's really worth it. You know, you got to be able to stand up for yourself and the things that you believe in, the things that are important to you. So good luck with it, and be strong. At Harry LS6 asks, how did you come up with your porn name and how did you become a model? Does the agency pick a porn group for you, or do you choose? I got real lucky. I actually didn't have to have a agent. I didn't work for any kind of agencies. I represented myself. I chose the name Samuel because it was the long version of Sammy, and I chose Sammy because our photographer was calling me Salami because I hadn't picked a name yet. And so to get my attention, he called me Salami when we were doing my photos. So, and I think you can figure out why he was calling me Salami. At Igor Aziz asks, you have a great ass, but we usually only see you in shorts or loose khakis. During your next Ask Sammy, would you please wear your tightest pair of jeans and show us your ass in them? I don't think I wore the tightest pair of jeans because I didn't get to see this question until I came in, but I did wear my holy jeans. They've been blessed by the saints, and they're holy. And I can reach my butthole. Woo! At South PA Guy 02 asks, can you take off your shoes and socks and suck your toes or lick your feet? I don't know if I can lick my feet, and I can't really suck my toes. I can usually get my big toe to my mouth, but that also really hurts. I mean, I'm not that flexible, kind of, but not that flexible. So yeah, plus I'm sitting on a chair right now, and usually I'm on the bed when I do it. So if I wasn't on a chair, I'd totally try it. Otherwise, yeah. At Johan asks, pick on and describe why you like it most. Rough sex or making sweet love? Oh, pick one and describe why you like it most. Sweet love. I think it's fun because you're able to concentrate on the connection that you have with the person, which I think that when you can get, when you're able to get on that level with somebody, I think that there's a greater connection between the two of you, not only physically, but also on a mental and emotional level, which really makes orgasms feel a lot better because, you know, orgasms are part physical and then they are also part mental. So, yeah, have fun with it. At Rugbymen XXX asks, before doing porn, have you ever been caught masturbating? Actually, awkwardly enough, yes. By my mom. She didn't ever really say anything about it because it was really awkward. Yeah. Yeah. At Gabe Johnson asks, if you could be any TV or video game character, who would it be? Did you ever play Final Fantasy VII? Remember the main character, Cloud? I know, horrible name. But I remember playing that game a lot when I was in middle school, I think. And I had a blast playing it, and it is still, strangely enough, one of my favorite games to play. So yeah, I'd have to be a 1993 or whatever animated GIF character. At Jeff Desud 777 asks, what do you think of my new drawing of you? Is there improvements? Wait. I like it. See, that's the thing though, is like, I wouldn't be able to draw like this at all. It'd be a stick figure with circles for the eyes, and that would be about it, and like 3 random little lines for the goatee. Yeah, I like these are cool. Keep them coming. At Josh9693 asks, what is your take on body hair? What should you keep and what should you shave? That's a personal preference thing. It really depends on what you want to get. Plus, what also makes you happy. There's a saying, if you don't like the fish you're catching, change the bait. And that's kind of that's the second part of, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So if you want to go and try and get a jockey guy that's not into hairy guys, go for it, shave your body. But make sure it's a look that you want to be, that you're comfortable in. That's the most important part. Or if you want to be a baby bear, you want to be a cub, don't shave that shit, man. Grow it out. At Cyprian.lex asks, when will you be visiting Mexico? How can we book you here? Actually, I've actually never been to Mexico. If you would like to book me in Mexico for something, I'm sure you can contact Next Door Studios. Our promotions director would love to talk to you or receive an email from you about it. Yeah. At CHL481 asks, are you a member of the Mile High Club? No. I think 9/11 kind of screwed that for everybody. Yeah. So, unless I get onto some kind of private charter jet for some really, really long flight where they really don't give a fuck where you're going because you're going out of country, out of the United States. So they're like, bah, whatever. You might be able to get away with it on one of those flights. But any kind of domestic flight or flight going to or from the United States, yeah, not a good chance of doing that there. At Chief Slapaho asks, since everyone asks you to take off your shoes or your shirt, I'm gonna be a rebel and ask you to take off your pants. Alright. Oh, come on, it's YouTube. I can't be showing you my dick. At Johan asks, if someone were to clone you, would you engage in sex with your clone, including getting fucked? I don't think that I would. I don't know, that's kind of creepy. I don't know, cloning humans, yeah, definitely strange. And then it's like, it brings you to the whole, what was that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Sixth Day or something like that? Your clone tries to replace you, all kinds of weird shit. So, no, too many movies about that. Our good friend at 19 inches of thick black cock asks, roundup time. All you motherfuckers got beef for 19 inches need to speak up. I'm making my rape list for winter. Oh shit. Raymond, you're first up, motherfucker. Run, Raymond, run! At Rugbyman Triple X asks, what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you while you were having sex? Well, I got really embarrassed about it. They didn't really care. We were having sex, and they got all excited, and went to reach up and grab me, and hit me right in the face, and they hit my nose, and actually gave me a bloody nose. And so, also, we're going at it, blood pumping, high blood pressure, we're both really hot, smack me in the nose, and all of a sudden, start bleeding all over. Very embarrassing, and very non-hygienic. So we definitely had to stop, take showers, get all cleaned up again, which was a nice little break, and went back for, I think it was round 3 or 4. So those are all the questions we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out Ask Samuel O'Toole. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you guys next time.
Ask Samuel O'Toole.
Hey guys, this is Samuel O'Toole, and welcome to the second season of Ask Samuel O'Toole. Thanks to everyone for all the support during the first season. I hope you guys enjoy the second round, so keep those questions coming. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. To submit your questions for me to answer during the show, you can follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX, or you can email them to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. So, let's take a look at the first question. At In the Mood 18 asks, do you plan on starting a family when you are a lot older? Probably not when I'm a lot older. but I mean, possibly when I'm older. At Walking Death 101 asks, are you bisexual, straight, or gay? I actually have a blog post about this. If you want to go ahead and check it out at blog.samuelotoole.com, you can go ahead and check it out there. Yeah. At jcost78 asks, do you wear boxer briefs or go commando? I definitely go commando. Just something liberating about your testicles swinging around when you walk. At LT Jersey asks, do you watch Jersey Shore? If so, who is your favorite on the show? You want to come to Jersey right now? Don't really watch the show. Not very impressed by the people on the show. A little disappointed that it is a show. Kind of makes you lose faith in humanity when they're entertainment. Anyways, at Hello White People asks, what other variety of videos should we expect from you? No, I don't know. A lot of it's, it's a very technical term called SOTP, seat of the pants. Just kind of whatever pops into my head or the videographer's head, we generally go with it. So if you have a great moment, little aha, send it in, and we'll see if we can't work something into a video. At LT Jersey asks, where did you get your tattoo on your shoulder? I got it at a tattoo shop. Got it in a third world country by this guy I was in prison with. Tattooed me with a paper clip and made the ink from his own urine and burnt rubber from a shoe. Yeah, it was pretty painful. At Big Ricochet 95 asks, is it hard for you to jerk off due to having a big dick? Sorry, the sign was running from me. No. I think it's just as easy as if I had a small dick. Maybe easier. I don't know. Because then there's like more surface there here. Anyways, at Villanova964 asks, I'm a huge fan and I'm so into you. I was wondering if you could be interested in camming. I actually do cam. Right over there is a little tiny cam that you guys can't see right now, but it is sitting there watching me do this Ask Samuel O'Toole episode. You can check out my cam shows Mondays from 5-6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at my website, samuelotoole.com. Check them out there. At Chief Slapaho asks, did you know that I am your biggest fan? I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby. There's no other. Okay. Thank you. At Twood76 asks, since you already have made the molds for your flesh jacks, which mold are you most excited to try out? Would definitely have to say the butt of Cody Cummings. At Phoenix Monroe asks, what's the craziest thing you've ever done outside of porn? Define crazy. At Johannes asks, do you know how to Dougie? Not really. No. Didn't Dougie get shot? At Porn Male ARBDC, do you have any sexy stories from your wrestling days? Actually, I get that question a lot, and no, not really. Wrestling for me wasn't really go out and grab a bunch of dudes and get balls in my face. It was go out there and try not to get hurt and try and hurt the other guy more than he hurts you. Yeah, so, yeah. Wrestling and porn and wrestling for a sport are two very different things. At Red Rico Red asks, would you consider entering the world of UFC or wrestling while doing porn? No, my boss would probably kill me if I ever did do that. You know, getting hit in the face and getting bruises, things, you know, I don't think they'd appreciate that. But you never know. It's fun stuff. At Toole Lover asks, you've mentioned you were a wrestler in high school. Those singlets had to show off your large endowment. So were you known around school as the kid with the huge dick? No, never really got a hard-on while I was wrestling. Once again, it was kind of focusing on not getting my testicles crushed. Or, you know, we were kind of mean in wrestling. If you did touch someone's testicles, it wasn't necessarily to caress them and get him off. It was more to kind of hit him in the junk, kind of break his focus. And then you cross-face the shit out of him. If you know what a cross-face is, it's not very fun. At Secret Crush asks, do you actually ever get a script for a movie? Or is it freestyle? I don't think I've ever seen a script in any porn scene that I've done. Luckily enough. Because I would have to say, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm a very horrible actor. So most of what you see in any of my scenes is just me fucking around, goofing around, having fun. At Arkhorn100 asks, did you ever have to work with a scene partner that you really didn't like on a personal level? You kidding me? No. I love everybody. At Justin Garejo, I don't know, I'm fucking that up probably. What is your preference on trimming your manscape? Razor or products? Me, I use a little body hair trimmer. That way you still have a little bit something left, but you can, you know, maintain that shit and you're not growing like Fu Manchus off the side of your dick. At RH Raymonda 524 asks, do 19 inches of thick black cock? Bitch, you better run. I'm gonna fuck your ass so badly that you won't know what hit you. Samuel, I love you. Take me with you to Next Door Studios. There we can be free. I think. That was more of a statement than a question, but I like it. At MelB187 asks, how many guys have you fucked and how many women have you fucked? I'm going to take my shoes off to count for this one. Definitely more than I can count on my hands and feet. I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't... At Just to Be Continued asks, who besides you, under the umbrella of Next Door, has a YouTube channel? I think it's a very short list. So those are all the questions that we have for today. I want to thank you guys for checking out Ask Samuel O'Toole, the second season, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at Samuel O'Toole XXX. If you guys have any more questions, you can ask me at asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. You can also check out my website at samuelotoole.com. Right now, there is nominations for the Cyber Socket Awards happening, which is one of these guys right here. This big, clear, bludgeoning device. So if you would like to, you can go ahead and go there and nominate me for as many categories as you would like. And I thank you for your support. Until next time, guys, have fun.
Samuel O'Toole.
Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Ask Samuel O'Toole Season 2. As always, thanks to everyone for all the great questions and inspiration to keep doing the show. For those of you that would like to ask a question, please send them to asksamuelotoole@gmail.com. To know when a new episode has been released, please subscribe to my YouTube channel page at youtube.com/Samuel O'Toole. If you're on Twitter, you can also make sure to follow me at Samuel O'Toole XXX. So let's do the first question. At Rugbyman XXX asks, which group of athletes do you think have the best asses? At In the Mood 18 asks, as of the moment, do you have any friends with benefits, regardless of if they're a guy or a girl? No, not at the moment. At Jeff Desta 777 asks, hey sexy, I would like to know why you are not in the Guinness Book of World Records for biggest dick, sexiest body, or porn star with the best personality. I'm pretty sure I'm beat in all three of those categories. At Johannes asks, do you like men or women better? In what aspect? At Jeff KH1993 asks, would you consider fucking Avi Dar or Jonathan Agassi? I would love to see that. Is it ignorant that I don't know who the first person is? And I think, isn't Agassi the 10th player? I think it's me being ignorant. Anyways, at Phoenix Monroe asks, what frustrates you more, someone who labels you or ignorant people? I think I would have to pick D, all of the above, because technically I think one is the other. Someone labeling you is just someone being ignorant and trying to put you in a box instead of trying to learn who you are. A label is just a way to organize and categorize things. It's not actually the description of what something is. So, at Isaiah J95 asks, you're pretty charismatic in your videos. Have you ever considered acting? No, I would probably be a very horrible actor. I don't know, maybe. Never really been interested in it. At Melby187 asks, have you fucked anyone famous, and if yes, were they male or female? Define famous? I mean, like what? Would I be famous? I mean, I don't think I'm famous. Do I think I've had scenes with famous people? Probably. I think so. Yeah. At Samuel O'Toole Rocks asks, where is Tommy D? Did he leave porn in TommyDXXX.com? Please give lots of details. There's really not too much to tell with this. Tommy D did retire from porn. I believe he had been doing porn for something like 8-9 years, which is actually a very good long career for a porn star. So yeah, gotta walk away from it someday. At 18 inches, a thick black cock asks, Sammy, tell this to all them mofos out there crying like somebody stole their cat up in a tree. My name is 18 inches, a thick black cock, and you will never be rid of me. I win the internet. Woo! Good times. At Pete923 asks, if Darren Chris stopped by the Next Door Studios booth and hit on you, would you be receptive to it? I'm not too sure, because everyone says that they think that he looks like me, and, you know, probably faced with the situation of staring myself down face to face. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, man. It's like time-space continuum shit right there. Right? If I were to fuck my doppelganger, it might open a black hole. There's a very good possibility of that. And I don't want to be responsible for the event horizon. Come on now. At Crazy Asian Man 07 asks, if anyone in the world, including fans who watch your videos, wanted to do a video with you, would you give them that opportunity to do a video with you? You mean like a fan video? Sure, you can always try, and well, you can apply to adultmodelsusa.com, and yeah, it goes from there. Always starts with an application. At JW90069 asks, when is your birthday? My birthday is actually November 6, 1987. Makes me 23 years old. Gonna be 24 coming up soon. I was told to make an Amazon wish list. You know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe. At Want to Be Free asks, have you seen the latest Bachelor Pad? If so, which would you want to do a scene with? No, I haven't seen the latest Bachelor Pad. I'm pretty sure that's the one where all the people from the Bachelor and Bachelorette, who they don't really want to be the Bachelor or Bachelorette, they still want to make a show to be able to make some money. They grab all those people and put them on there and say, hey, you guys remember watching that TV show when you were all in high school, Real World? Yeah, do that. At Johan asks, have you ever had sex with someone older than you in the past? Why, yes. Yes, I have. I think the biggest age difference is probably like 20, 25 years. Gonna say. So, those are all the questions we have for today's episode. I want to thank you guys for checking out the series Ask Samuel O'Toole. This is Samuel O'Toole, and I'll see you next time.